There's a video, just went around, of a guy at a New York City all-ages drag show, not wearing any pants, wearing a thong, wearing stiletto heels, jiggling around, teaching a little girl, and then even a little girl who, I don't know, I'd place her age, let's say around 7 or 8, I can't really tell from the picture, and in front of kids who are much younger even than that. I have mercifully blurred out this man's nauseating derriere. But and it's not even as though the guy jiggling around half naked on stage doesn't know that the little kids are watching. He's doing it for the kids. They're in the front row. And he's looking at the girl who's dancing around with him and teaching her how to twerk. And so now we're all going to be outraged. We're going to be outraged. And we need to yell about this. And can you imagine? This is weird. This is bizarre. Conservatives, well, look, I'm guilty of it too. We all do it. We look at this bizarre behavior. We say, that's bizarre. That's weird. Sort of. Is it really bizarre in today's day and age? No, it happens all the time. We cover it on the show 3 times a week. It happens all the time. We can be repulsed by this. We can be nauseated by this. We should not be shocked by this. We should not be surprised. This is what has been happening for years. And this has been a phenomenon accelerating in the culture for decades. And it is not going to stop until we make it stop. This is not going to stop until we enforce laws that are already on the books against this kind of stuff, public indecency laws, obscenity laws. And it's not going to stop until we throw these people in prison. Yeah, we can publicize it. We can talk. All I've got right here is a microphone and a camera, so we can talk about it. We can expose it. A lot of people aren't totally aware that this is happening, and they don't even, when they hear about it, they don't even believe, wait, this guy's doing what in front of kids? What? No, there's no way. I can't believe it. And then you see it. So it helps you realize the problem is real. But it's not going to stop just because we shine a light on it. It will only stop when we throw these people in prison, okay? And a lot of conservatives, they say, well, I don't want to do that. That's the big government. That's the naughty, evil big government. I've been told that we can never use the government to do anything. Because that would make us no different from the liberals. You see, if I arrest child predators who prance around half naked in front of 5-year-olds, that'd be no different than if I were a liberal and I arrested a preacher, wouldn't it? So let's not do that. Let's just complain about it. Yeah, if we complain enough, then they'll voluntarily stop doing all the terrible things. No, they won't. They obviously won't. So what are we going to? We're doing what we can do. Okay, we are exposing this stuff, showing you what a problem it is. And then the people listening to this show, and the great grassroots activists around the country, you are all doing what you can do. You are showing up to school boards, you're showing up to your local government, you're writing your congressman, you're yelling at them, you're sometimes throwing the bums out. The Republicans have to do their job. Enforce the law in the cases where laws have been repealed, put new laws on the books. Throw these people in prison. Wield your power. Pull an Elon. Sell all the liberals' toys. Okay, get rid of all the liberals' toys. The drag queens and the stilettos and the weird luggage and the Sam Brinton accessories, and get rid of it. Make an example. Assert some freaking strength and fortitude and political dominance on the occasions you get it. Or, when this continues to happen, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Politicians. What are we getting? I have the proof of this. Joe Biden just signed this bill into law to abolish marriage. And the law, it's called what are they calling it? The Respect for Marriage Act. But all it really does is define marriage out of existence. And Joe Biden, to celebrate this wonderful event, has invited a drag queen to the White House. Drag queen Marty G. Cummings is attending the Respect for Marriage Act at the White House. And he says, to be a non-binary drag artist invited to the White House is something I never imagined would happen. Yeah, you and me both, brother. Grateful doesn't begin to express the emotions that I feel. So the political order encourages this stuff. That's why it happens. And the only way that you're going to get rid of it is to create political conditions in which this sort of thing is unpleasant. There have always been transvestites, there have always been eunuchs, there have always been people who are sexually depraved and confused. Their behavior for most of our history has been relegated to back alleys, to the shadows, to the fringes, which is where this sort of thing belongs. If, because it is a fallen world, we are never going to get rid of perverts' desire to take off half their clothing and jiggle their derriere in front of 5-year-olds, you're actually not going to just get rid of that. So what can you do about it? The only thing you can do is relegate that to the shadows, create the political conditions in which that sort of thing is considered very, very shameful and not elevated to the status of a White House presidential signing. The rest of the show continues now. You do not want to miss it. If you're not a member, click the link in the description and join us.